Dear soul, there are moments when the universe whispers so clearly that it becomes impossible to ignore. And today is one of those moments. You've been carrying a quiet hope in your heart, a longing, a waiting that maybe even you stopped admitting aloud. And now, the angels are coming forward with a divine confirmation. The sign you've been praying for is already on its way. Pause with me for a second. Breathe. Feel that gentle stirring inside your chest? That's not imagination. It's alignment. It's your soul recognizing that something is shifting in your favor. This isn't just any sign. It's the sign. The one that confirms that your love is real. That your intuition has been right all along. That your wait has not been in vain. And that the person your heart keeps returning to is feeling it too. The angels have been closely observing everything. Every late-night thought. Every silent prayer. Every time you whispered "show me" to the sky, hoping for a glimmer of truth. And now, they're answering you in a way you won't be able to deny. Today marks the beginning of a sacred unraveling. A divine unveiling. The kind that comes not with loud announcements, but with synchronicities so precise they'll send shivers down your spine. A glance. A message. A word that seems too perfectly timed to be coincidence. This person, yes, that one, is beginning to awaken. And the feeling? It's not just mutual. It's magnetic. It's undeniable. And it's deeper than even they expected. They're starting to see what you already know, that your presence in their life isn't a random occurrence. You are the gentle interruption they didn't know they needed. The light that started flickering through the cracks of their armor. And now they're curious, drawn, intrigued. But more than anything, they're moved. You see, there's something special about the way you love. The way you believe. The way you carry light even on the days you feel dim. That's what is calling them. That's what is stirring something so deep inside them that they can't quite put it into words. And the truth is, they don't need words. Because the connection between you? It speaks louder than anything they could say right now. But they will speak. And when they do, it will feel like your whole world exhales. Because they're not just going to tell you they've been thinking about you. They're going to show you. Through a sign. Through an action. Through a decision that says, I see you. I choose this. I choose us. The angels are preparing this moment as we speak. They're orchestrating divine timing with such precision that even your doubts will surrender. And when that moment comes, when the sign appears, it will feel like standing in the middle of a warm summer rain. Unexpected. Soothing. Cleansing. Undeniable. You won't need to question it. You'll just know. Because your soul has been expecting it. Now, I want you to do something for me. Something that aligns your energy with this message in a way that activates it fully. Whisper quietly, even if only to yourself, I receive. Say it again, this time feeling the truth of it, I receive. Because what's coming is not small. What's coming is everything your heart has been preparing for. And your only job now is to stay open. To remain receptive. To believe, not in the perfect outcome, but in the perfect orchestration of timing, emotion, and healing. This sign coming today? It might arrive quietly, but it will echo loudly in your heart. And once it does, nothing will be the same again. You're not just being noticed. You're being recognized. And loved in a way that only angels could have aligned. So, stay close. Watch closely. Trust deeply. Because today, love is reaching for you. In the most unexpected, unforgettable way. And it all begins with a sign. The one you've been waiting for. Let's go even deeper, dear soul. Do you remember the last time you almost gave up? The moment when silence felt louder than any answer, and you told yourself, maybe I was wrong. That very moment is when the angels leaned in the closest. That's when they started arranging something extraordinary behind the scenes. You see, the universe isn't just responding to your words. It's responding to your energy, your longing, Your loyalty. The way you've held space in your heart for something you couldn't explain, but couldn't let go of either. That's what's being answered now. And here's the most sacred truth the angels want you to understand today. This person, the one you keep feeling pull at your soul, they've been receiving signs too. They've experienced moments of sudden clarity. Dreams that wake them in the middle of the night. Flashbacks of conversations you shared. A song that plays, and suddenly, without warning, they feel you. They don't know what to call it. But they know it. They're sensing that something is shifting. They're beginning to ask questions they've never asked before. Wondering why you still linger in their mind. Why they feel safe with you, even from afar. And slowly, gently, their heart is opening. They may not say it yet. They may not fully understand it. But they are feeling you. And here's what's even more beautiful. They're beginning to want to feel more. Not just memories. Not just fragments. But your presence. Your truth. Your energy. There's a sacred turning point happening within them. And this shift? It's because of you. Not because you chased. Not because you pushed. But because you stayed in your truth. Because you chose to love from your higher self, with grace and surrender, even in the unknown. That kind of love doesn't just fade. It awakens. And the angels are confirming, it has awakened something inside them that can no longer be ignored. They are beginning to envision a future where your names are not spoken with hesitation, but rather declared with confidence. A future where what was once filled with fear has transformed into clarity. Where what once felt impossible now finally feels right. So what happens now? Now, dear soul, you continue to do what only someone as brave and divine as you can do. You keep the space open with love, but without expectation. You trust without needing evidence. You prepare not out of desperation, but because your spirit knows. And when the moment arrives, and it will, you will be ready. Ready not just to receive, but to embrace a connection that has been forming in the unseen all along. The sign is near. And when it arrives, it won't just validate your hopes. It will ignite what has been divinely destined. Before I go on, I want to address that part of you, the part that has been feeling invisible, unworthy, and tired. That part is exactly why this message reached you today. Because you needed a reminder that you are not alone. That you are not forgotten. That everything you have felt was not only real but sacred. You were never wrong to believe in this. And if your heart still races a little faster when you think of them, it's not just nostalgia. It's connection. And that connection? It's being rewritten, renewed, reinforced, by forces far greater than any you've ever known. This is divine timing. And your only task is to remain open, stay faithful, and shine brightly. Let your love be a beacon. Let your presence be the invitation. And observe what flows in your direction. Not out of force, but because it was always meant for you. So tell me, can you feel it? That something big is approaching? Because it is. And the angels promise, it will feel like coming home. Stay close, stay open, stay ready. Because the sign? It's already on the way. And when it arrives, your heart will recognize it instantly. Now, if you felt a truth in these words, if your soul has been quietly agreeing, then I ask you, not out of pressure, but from a place of alignment and divine resonance, subscribe now. Yes, subscribe. Because this space you found, it's been prepared for you. You're not just receiving messages, you're being guided. And there are more divine truths waiting to find you. You've waited long enough for the sign. Let this be the moment you choose to be found by what has always been searching for you. The angels are here. And so is your next chapter. Let it begin now. And now, dear soul, let's open the final curtain of this divine message. Because what's about to be revealed isn't just for today. It's a lifelong truth that the angels have been preparing you to receive, step by step, heartbeat by heartbeat. You see, the sign that's coming today isn't just a random event. It's a mirror, a sacred echo, A direct reflection of the love you've been radiating into the universe without always knowing it was being seen. But it was. Every quiet moment you chose compassion over anger. Every time you stayed gentle when the world expected you to toughen up. Every single act of love, big or small, has created a spiritual ripple. And that ripple is now returning to you, multiplied. It's divine law. Spiritual return. And it's landing at your feet in the form of this sign. Now let me take you even further into what's unfolding. That person. Yes, the one whose presence lingers in your thoughts. They are starting to remember you, not just in their mind, but in their soul. A soul memory is different from a thought. It doesn't need logic. It doesn't ask for proof. It knows. And they are beginning to know you again. In a way that goes beyond circumstances, beyond past hurts, beyond even their own fears. They are beginning to remember how they feel when they think of you. Not just what you said or did, but who they become when your energy is near. They feel more grounded, more inspired, more seen. You, dear soul, are their mirror too. You reflect back to them a version of themselves that they had forgotten. The version that is brave enough to love again. Brave enough to show up. Brave enough to risk the vulnerability that true connection demands. This is not a surface-level awakening. It's soul-deep. And it's the kind of awakening that doesn't go back to sleep. So what do you do now? You stay centered. You stay present. You keep living your life, not waiting, but welcoming. This is a subtle but powerful difference. Waiting puts your life on pause. Welcoming keeps your heart open while your spirit dances forward. You were never meant to put your light on hold. You were meant to shine it so brightly that those who are aligned with it find their way to you, effortlessly, irresistibly, unshakably. That's what's happening now. And that's why today's sign is so important. Because when it comes, and it will feel like the moment when all the puzzle pieces finally fit. You'll see the message, or hear it, or feel it in a moment so perfect that it takes your breath away. And in that instant, every doubt, every fear, every moment of uncertainty will dissolve. Because the universe will be speaking to you in the language only your soul understands. The language of truth. And in that truth you'll know, you are always on the right path. This love was always meant to awaken. And you were always meant to receive it. So here's what I invite you to do right now. Place your hands over your heart. Close your eyes. And whisper, I am ready. I receive. I remember. Let those words become your frequency. Let them go out into the universe like a beacon. Because your sign is closer than you think. And when it arrives, it won't just be a message. It will be a doorway. And on the other side, love. Real, awakened, sacred love. You're not just waiting anymore. You're walking toward it. And it's walking toward you. Right now. So hold on to this truth. Trust this moment. And when the sign comes, don't question it. Receive it. Because it's not just what you've been waiting for. It's what your soul already knew would find you. And now it has.